Hi, I'm Tom Leahy, Managing Partner at Optimum Ed.
And I'm Candace Suarez, Executive Director at Optimum Ed. Today we're going to take you through the Optimum Ed process. It's basically 3 different pillars of admissions, marketing, and financial aid. We start off with our robust career and academic assessment, which looks at thinking style, personality traits, and interests to come together to give a very clear profile of the student. From there, it's going to give careers, which logically leads to an academic direction. That starts the college search process, where we do a survey to decide culture and need and size and the type of thing the student would want to have in a college campus. And then we have our platform that manages that whole process. It's a one-stop shop for them to research schools, to keep everything well organized. And then we go into helping them apply.
Yeah, exactly. And at the same time, we're working a marketing process, right? Because if you think about it, that's what we're doing. We're marketing the student to schools, colleges, universities to get in and to get, financial help. So there's a marketing process. It starts with creating the high school resume. These are all the things that the student has done outside of class. Becomes very important. The more prestigious a school is, the more important the high school resume becomes. Academics, GPA, test scores open the door to these more prestigious schools, but it's the other things that you bring to the table that get you selected. So just keep that in mind. So we help create that. It's for a couple reasons. One, we use that as a marketing document to email out to our larger group of schools that we identify. 2, we can put that in the hands of students as they go to visit schools, and they can drop a copy off at the admissions office. And 3, we have that information in front of us as we get ready to do the Common App. In the activities section of the Common App, we have it instead of trying to reconstruct things in our minds as we go through that application. It's right there in front of us. So the other important part of what we do is helping with paying for college. So there's a financial aid pillar as well to our process. And again, these things are happening at the same time. So we can do an estimate of the student's expected family contribution, the magic number that drives need-based assistance. We can look at the family's financial situation and weave that into our college search process to make sure we're looking at the right schools, we're not overspending. I like to say, it's sort of like going to, looking for a home, and falling in love with a $750,000 house, and then finding out you can only afford $450,000, right? So we need to know, what our ability to pay is as we move forward looking at schools. We also touch all the different places that money comes from to pay for college: federal, state, collegiate money, and outside or private scholarships. And we can then, when we get accepted to schools and we receive that offer of aid, we can help compare those letters side by side, because they all come in different forms and shapes, and so we want to make sure we're looking at apples to apples, and so we can help make that comparison for families. And at the end of the day, when we know where we're going and how much aid we receive, we can step in and help the family with a simple financial aid plan on how to pay their part of the cost. That's our process. Very powerful, and it's one that we can expand or compress depending on when the student comes to us. We love to engage in the 9th grade so we can be part of the high school experience to help make better decisions extracurricularly and in terms of academics, so that the student can be as competitive as possible when we get to the time to submit applications.